Hey everyone, it's Lexie. So in today's video I'll be doing my spoiler-free review of The Four Winds by Kristin Hannah, and this is her newest novel that has come out in early 2021. So I've been a huge Hannah fan for a very long time. I think I started reading her in grade 12, so around 2011, so it's been a good decade of Kristin Hannah reading, and I've always loved her books, so I was really excited when this one came out. I didn't even read the synopsis, like I literally just jumped right in, so I had no idea what to expect from this novel, but overall, as always, she did a really good job. So basically the general synopsis of this book is that we follow Elsa, who is a 25-year-old who is not loved by her family. She's very much kind of pushed aside, told that she's ugly, like no one would want her, and she ends up having like a little mistake happen with this one guy, and so she ends up having to marry him, and you know, it kind of goes off from there. But essentially she is in a kind of loveless marriage with a man who has big hopes and dreams during this very difficult period in time. So essentially this takes place over the Great Depression, specifically the Dust Bowl, which was an era that a thing that happened in history that I didn't know about. Being from Canada, my American history is a little bit spotty, so this history in particular was very new for me. But we follow Elsa and her family kind of struggle to survive working on a farm when there's this drought and then these dust storms coming through, and her son's getting dust pneumonia, which was a thing that I never knew existed. And so she's kind of forced to really kind of learn to be brave and courageous and stand up for herself and her family, and it kind of tells the tale of their kind of journey to that. And so what I think, like, there's a lot of criticism with Kristin Hannah books in general is because they center around stories for women with female protagonists, and it gets like classified as chick lit. But essentially I think there's stories for everyone, because there's themes in here that everyone can pick up, and mostly her most like recent ones, I want to say since like maybe like The Winter Garden, or like I feel like a lot of the themes actually have been survival. Like if you look at The Great Alone, The Nightingale, like Homefront, Night Road, like all of those are based around survival. So I think that they all have very important themes of different women in different time periods and kind of moments in history kind of going through that, and I think that makes it really special. So I was literally totally engrossed in this story. There's something about her writing that really kind of makes you connect to these characters and connect to this point in time. And like, I felt so much anxiety throughout this whole thing because I was literally waiting for something terrible to happen. Like I was anxious the whole time, and that shows just how invested I was in these characters and like what was going on. Like I was just anxious with them, and I felt their anger and frustration with the system and kind of what they're kind of forced to live with, and I was just so upset for them. So I think that really points to her writing, that you are able to kind of like feel the anger, feel the frustration, feel the fear essentially. But yeah, it was really good. I think like this one, I think like especially because I didn't know the synopsis of it, I just kind of went into a blind, really added like a new experience, because I literally did not know what to expect. But I think that was I just kind of jumped into it kind of blind, really kind of added to that story because I just didn't know which direction this was going to turn. But I think like I said, the overarching themes of survival are really important, but finding your voice, learning to kind of stand up for yourself and see the beauty in you, I think are very universal, despite this being like a very specific kind of period in time. But yeah, this one was really good. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I did think like the little like middle part of the book kind of was a little bit dragged on, a little bit too long, but other than that, like this book was really good. Definitely within my top 5 of Kristin Hannah books. If you want me to do a top 5 Kristin Hannah books, like kind of countdown video, let me know. But yeah, overall this book was really well done. It's really well written, and if you are a fan of Kristin Hannah, or if you're a fan of historical kind of fiction with like really kind of, you know, deep meaningful connections with the characters and themes, then this is the book for you. So like I said, with all Kristin Hannah books, I recommend this one as well. It's very good. And as always, with every Kristin Hannah book, there is always tears no matter what. Like, I think I've cried in basically almost every single one of her books, and this one I cried like 2 times, like, and riding my wave of anxiety throughout, but I cried 2 times in this one, so that's how you know it is a good kind of very, like, a book that will stick with you for the long run. That's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below if you've read this book and what you thought about it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.